I Tantric Anthony welcome you all viewers, seekers, disciples to the newly created official YouTube channel of Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI. This YouTube channel of ours is completely new, and our sole purpose behind making it is to bring the quick disappearing authentic Shiva Shakti given spiritual knowledge in front of you all people, so that all of you attain the same perfection as Shiva and Shakti in your life, and along with your spiritual progress, do your social, economic and practical progress, and do good to other needy people as well. The million and million years old rare secret spiritual and occult practices from the Vedas, Upanishads and the other ancient holy manuscripts from worldwide would not get lost. That's why from today onwards by the skilled experienced spiritual masters of Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI, by time to time here you all seekers will be provided necessary cryptic facts and mysterious information related to the research and accomplishment of various sorts of otherworldly extraterrestrial powers residing mysteriously hidden inside different dimensions of this entire universe. And let me tell all of you that Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI, is such an institute that along with providing spiritual guidance to all the people connected with it also provides some such special cool stuffs of the spiritual world, like fully energized, spell-dowsed, cultured, and life prestigious chanting rosaries, rings, amulets, lockets, shields, yantras, and practices, such as online text or video calling practices, nearish practices, paid practices, energy transfers, etc. By using what one can make paths of progress in his own spiritual or transcendental life as well as in his social life. He can also attain perfection like the Almighty Shiva and Shakti, the knower of all, and the creators. Everything is possible. The only thing that matters is to try and step in the right direction, at the right time, under the guidance of the right spiritual master, holding the finger of whom like a 5-year-old you will cross the vast sea of the material world as well as the spiritual world and attain the salvation, or move to the higher realms mysteriously. And yes, let me tell you all that on this official YouTube channel of GVPI, dedicated to self-research, spiritual knowledge, science and moral, vindictive and royal practices, masteries, time to time by our skilled experienced spiritual masters, you will get all kinds of free sorcery solutions. The occult remedies, experiments, and other spiritual stuff will be told so that you all people connected with us can be thoroughly benefited, and no one can remain untouched by the Guru's ultimate grace. But, yes, it is necessary to stay active and keep your eyes and ears open when the Guru showers the words of wisdom, otherwise there is no benefit in being unnecessarily connected with such intellectuals.
Hi. This is Yogini Gaurava, welcoming you all viewers, practitioners, disciples to the newly created official YouTube channel of Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI. Hope you all are doing good and are healthy and safe. Watch this entire video. Stay tuned from beginning to end. Don't miss a single part. So let's get started. There are many types of chanting. If you understand all of them, then you get all the means in one chanting. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Gnana Yoga, and Raj Yoga are the 4 major divisions of the charitable means. In chanting, all these 4 get involved. Some of the main types of chanting are as follows. Number 1, regular chanting. The regular chanting of Guru Mantra in the morning and evening should be done by the practitioner regularly. In emergency, traveling or in case of illness, even when bathing cannot be done, at least some chanting must be done after washing hands, feet and mouth, such as sweeping, washing dishes and washing clothes daily. It is work. In the same way, daily action should also be constant. By this, the daily defects are removed, the practice of chanting increases, the joy increases and the mind becomes pure, and the dharma thoughts start spurring. And as the number of chanting increases, God's grace is felt, and one's loyalty gets stronger. Number 2, plea chanting. The chanting done for the sake of someone is called plea chanting. If there is anyone in relation to the ancestors, then this chanting is done. One or the other of his Ishta happens once in a week. On that day and on the auspicious days like Ekadashi, Purnima, Amavasya, etc. And on the auspicious days like Maha Ekadashi, Mahashivratri, Shri Ram Navami, Shri Krishnashtami, Shri Durgan Ratra, Shri Ganesh Chaturthi, Shri Rat Saptami, and on the auspicious days of solar or lunar eclipse, more chanting should be done by sitting in a secluded place. By this, the accumulation of virtue increases and the destruction of sin leads to an increase in the virtue of truth and knowledge is accessible. There are also visions of doing this chanting in solitude at night. Na devtoshnam vaitam means it is never in vain to please God. This is what the mantra says. Chanting done for the ancestors is the reason for their happiness, and salvation and blessings are received from them. Our birth from his womb also becomes realized in this way. The one who chants with determination with a purpose, he gets it. This is the principle of mantra. In this way, by adding virtue, it can be passed on to the ancestors. This can get rid of their debt. Therefore, this chanting must be done in the context of poetic deeds and also during the Pitra Paksh. Have Karma is also done by Guru Mantra. Number 3. Wishful chanting. The chanting done for the fulfillment of a wish is called wishful japa. This wishful chanting is like karma, not for the one who seeks salvation. Artha is useful for the artharthi, the working people. Purity, complete observance of the rules, caution, awareness, patience, dullness, mindfulness, sense control, speech restraint, mithara, mitashayana, celibacy, all these are very essential in its means. Whether a suitable mantra is taken from a qualified guru at the right time, chanted properly, concentration of mind, giving dakshina, offering food, performing fire rituals with this association, then the wish of the seeker is definitely fulfilled. If there is anything wrong with it, then the mantra cannot be proved. There are many mantras for doing the wishful chanting. Virtue is accumulated by chanting, but it is also destroyed by enjoyment. That is why wise men do not consider it good. But not all seekers are equal. There are also some junior seekers who, apart from pure salvation, want to fulfill other unrighteous desires. It is better for them to calm their mind and become self-oriented by chanting their patron deity Eshta mantra, than to do their own terrible harm by chasing petty gods and petty means. Number 4. Forbidden chanting. The arbitrarily and illegally chanting of any mantra is called forbidden chanting. It is as bad as the forbidden karma. Mantra not being pure, taking mantra from unholy person, deity some other mantra someone else, chanting many mantras together illegally, not knowing the meaning and method of mantra, lack of faith, chanting without any kind of deity worship. One should not chant with harshness, as these all are symptoms of prohibited chanting. No one should do such forbidden chanting. Instead of getting benefit from it, there is often a loss. Number 5. Atonement chanting. If there is any fault or delusion with your hand due to ignorance, then the chant that is done for the destruction of that evil is atonement chanting. Atonement is similar to karma and is necessary. The instinctive movement of the human mind is towards degradation, and this can cause many delusions at his hands. If these defects are not rectified, then the person has to suffer many sorrows due to the accumulation of inauspicious karma, and creating the fertilized accumulated destiny creates future miseries. For the destruction of sins, the remedies that have been mentioned in the scriptures, it has become so difficult at this time that it can often be called impossible. Therefore, whoever is like this, if they chant this with determination, they can become a kind soul. Many kinds of faults are caused by human beings on a daily basis. This is human nature. Therefore, it is the duty of man to destroy those defects regularly. This chanting should also be done with regular chanting. one should chant less for minor defects and more for more defects. If you find it difficult to follow the rules of routine, then this work should be done on only one day in a week. In the morning, first consume cow urine, then take a bath in the Ganges or in whatever pilgrimage is available nearby you. If this is not the case, then take a bath while chanting the Ganga Gangeti mantra and have darshan of God, Guru, Dvid, etc. Do the circumambulation of horse, cow, etc. Fast only after drinking Tulsi Dal Tirtha, and by concentrating the mind, chant your mantra with determination. This will increase purity and the mind will start swinging with joy. When this happens, then understand that now all sins have been consumed. According to the dosha, decide the number of chanting and complete that number. Number 6. Immovable chanting. To do this chanting, asanas, gomukhi, literature and practical and mental health should be there. By this chanting, the hidden powers within oneself are awakened and developed, and they are used in charity. In this, along with the will, the accumulation of virtue increases. For this chanting, one should have tiger skin or deer skin, garland and gomukhi. After taking bath, sit on the seat, remember the time and time of the country, do digbandha and then start chanting. There should be such number of chanting of such mantra, and it should be so regularly. This type of rule remains in this subject. So it should be understood and chanted daily should be done with concentration. The chanting should never be less than the specified number. While chanting, it is not right to get up from the seat or talk to anyone. For that time one should remain calm and silent of the mind and body. In this way, the whole number of chanting should be completed regularly. In order that this practice should not be broken somewhere in the middle, there should be health, so diet should be restrained. The main characteristic of this chanting is to subdue the deity after sitting at one place and completing a certain number of chants in a fixed time. There are obstacles in this work, but they should be overcome with patience. Immense spiritual power is accumulated by this chanting. By inviting ashes and water, it becomes beneficial. This fact is empirically proven. Number 7. Movable chanting. This chanting is like remembering the name. According to the famous Vaman priest, the method of chanting is while coming and sitting, doing while, giving taking, eating food with mouth, sleeping awake, enjoying the pleasure, always leaving the local world and meditating on God. Is the difference is that you have to chant your mantra in place of God's name. Anyone can do this chanting. There are no restrictions, rules or restrictions in this. Other chanters can also do it. This purifies the speech and gives speech power. But the one who does this chanting should never make false speeches, condemnation, harsh speech, blasphemy, overtalking. Keep away from these faults. This accumulates a lot of power. By this chanting, time is meaningful, the mind remains happy. There is no effect on the mind of distress, pain, sorrow, trauma, catastrophe, accident, etc. One who chants is always safe. By completing the journey of the world happily, one attains Paramarth effortlessly. He has excellent speed, all his actions are sacrificed, and because of this he is freed from the bondage of karma. The mind becomes immaterial. The relationship with God increases and the seeker becomes fearless. His Yogakshema is borne by God. He lives near God with his mind and in the world with his body. For this chanting, there is no need for a rosary, but some people keep a small Sumarini because if there is a chance of being forgotten, then this Sumarini will not allow it to be forgotten. Sumarini should be small, should be hidden in clothes, not visible to anyone. Do not move your lips while smiling. Everything should be done silently, no one should know anything. 8. Vocal chanting. The chant which is pronounced so loudly that others can also hear it. It is called vocal chant. In the opinion of many, this chanting is of low order and it is of no use. But from thought and experience, it can be said that this chanting is also good. Oral chanting is 10 times better than Vidhi Yagya. Manu Maharaj himself has said this. For a chant yogi, first this chanting is easy. Further chanting is gradual and practiced. There are some yogic benefits from this chanting. The 6 chakras in the subtle body contain some color seeds. His appropriation remains in important mantras. Knowing this subject from learned and experienced chant yogis, chanting it with devotion awakens the color seed powers. This chanting not only leads to speech mastery, its words have great importance. Those words are never in vain. Others obey his orders. According to the amount of chanting, this experience is also received. If even one speech power is proved, then great works of the world can be done with it. Because many things of the world are done by speech. Speech power is the third part of the total power of the world. This chanting is useful for both delusion and God. Number 9. Mumble chant. This is the chanting after the oral chanting. In this chanting, the lips of the person move and the pronunciation is done in the mouth itself. It cannot be heard by anyone else. This chanting is 100 times better than Vidyagya. Due to this chanting, the mind becomes unconscious, concentration starts, the instincts start turning inward, and all the benefits of oral chanting are there. Due to this, the heat seems to increase in his limbs. That is the intensity of tapas. In this chanting, the vision remains half melted. It comes like an intoxication, and the attitudes become frustrated. This is unconsciousness. Through this, the seeker gradually enters from the gross to the subtle. The innate qualities of speech are revealed. Each utterance of the mantra seems to have some effect on the head. Pains are felt in the region and the forehead. Stability comes from practice. Number 10. Bumblebee chanting. By seeing or listening to someone chanting this, the practice of it becomes quick. In this chanting, the lips do not move. There is no special reason to move the tongue. Eyes have to be closed. It is felt to be buzzing towards the equator. This chanting is of great importance. In this, the prana becomes subtle and naturally begins to become kumbhak. The speed of prana is slow, the supplement is quick, and the laxative starts happening slowly. On doing the supplement, it starts buzzing, and with practice many times in the same supplement one gets chanted. It does not have to be chanted. Like the sound of a flute, chanting has to be done with the help of prana air. While doing this chanting, there are prolonged vibrations from prana air and from the base chakra to the third eye chakra. Their work starts gradually. All these chakras wake up from it. The body trembles. In the navel, heart, larynx, palate and pelvis, more and more work is done. Most of the results occur in the equator. It helps a lot in penetrating the chakra there. There is no heaviness in the brain. All his powers awaken. Memory power increases. Premature memory awakens. The heat increases greatly in the head, forehead and forehead. Tejas atoms are brighter and the seeker gets inner light. The power of the intellect increases. Attitudes become unconscious. The condition of a snake by playing Nagaswar is the same as that of the attitude of this hum. In that sound the mind gets absorbed by nature, and then the great work of research of ignorance becomes accessible. In Yuktaravali, Lord Sri Shankaracharya says that Lord Sri Shankar has given 1.5 lakh remedies for Manolaya. Among them, Nadnasandhan was described as the best. If bumblebee chant is practiced before trying to listen to that anahata music, then the way ahead becomes very easy. There is no better way to concentrate the mind immediately. This chanting gives spiritual power to the seeker, and through it he can do selfless means. This chanting works in both Prapancha and Paramarth. This chanting should be done in quiet time. By this chanting, yogic sleepiness increases and then it leads to yoga sleep. With the completion of this chanting, the inner radiance increases greatly and divine visions begin to appear. The divine world begins to appear. There are visions, and the effulgence of austerity is attained. What the poet Kultilak Kalidas has said. In labor-intensive ascetics hides the brilliance that burns enemies. Number 11. Mental chanting. This is the very life of chanting. Due to this, the mind of the seeker becomes blissful. There is no mantra to be recited in this. Mantra has to be done from the mind itself. Eyes remain closed. The main thing is the contemplation of the mantra. This chanting is 1,000 times better than Vidyage. Different mantras have different letters and meanings. Knowing him gives an understanding of the nature of the presiding deity. This chanting is done by first meditating on the presiding deity. Behind it is the knowledge of the Nirguna form. And then it is meditated and chanted. Along with the research of ignorance, chanting this is very beneficial. The combination of both is better than only Nadnasandhana or chanting alone. Srimad Shankaracharya, while narrating the glory of Nadnasandhan, says, while contemplating the form with a concentrated mind, another sound is heard from the right ear. When the mind is engrossed in the heartful sounds of bheri, mridang, conch, etc., then what should be given to the glory of the sweet sound of anahata? As the mind becomes free from objects, this anahata sound will be heard more and more. Where the mind is absorbed in the Nadhyantar Jyoti, there is no need to come again to this world, that is, there is salvation. The master of the senses is the mind, the master of the mind is Pranavayu. Manolaya is the master of Pranavayu, and Manolaya is the source of the sound. By doing continuous research, the mind is created. While sitting on the seat, while doing the exercise of exhalation, closing your ears, you can hear the sound. With practice, great sounds can be heard, and the mind is engrossed in them. The contemplation of the mantra, the hearing of the sound, and the research of the light, these three things have to be practiced. When this means is accomplished, the mind is absorbed in the form, then prana, sound and light also get absorbed and immense bliss is attained. Number 12. Unbroken chanting. This chanting is especially for sage men. Leaving the time of food, etc. necessary for the journey of the body, the rest of the time has to be chanted. No matter how much, due to continuous chanting, the mind gets disturbed. So this method is that when the mind gets disturbed by chanting, then spend some time in meditation, then meditate on it, and then do the chanting said. When you are tired of chanting, then meditate. Get tired of meditating, then chant again, and get tired of chanting and meditation, then think of the self. Number 13. Ajapa chanting. This is easy chanting and can only be done by one who is careful. It can be chanted in any way. This chanting is seen in experienced sages. The rosary is of no use for this. The action of Shvachochvas is getting equal. With the same mantra can be done. With practice, the spirit of mantra remains strong, so it is remembered. Similarly, chanting continues in thousands of numbers.
For your kind information and convenience, I must tell you that there are a total of 3 main spiritual masters within this official YouTube channel of ours. First of which is, Complex Body Scanning and Paranormal Analysis Specialist, Mr. Ravish Kodial. 9458165039. Secondly, his assistant, Senior Guru Brother, Complete Tantra Removing and Reiki Healing Specialist, Tantric Mr. Harshad Katara. 8200119982. And thirdly, Haunted House Cleaning and Astrology Horoscope Specialist, Mr. Vijay Sharma. 8923560358. Any Tantra Mantra Yantra Practice Mastery, Complete Tantra Removing, Haunted House Cleaning, Money Problem, Debt Relief, Cruel Planetary Trouble Prevention, Taking Out of Buried Hidden Treasure Inside One's Property, Raining of Currencies, Go Down Shifting, Reiki Healing, Energy Transfer, Nearish Practice, Paid Practice, or to get complete information and guidance on other important topics, you can contact the channel operator and practice mastery guide Mr. Ravish Kodial by throwing simple WhatsApp text messages at his given cell phone number, 9458165039. But remember, no one should do personal video call and WhatsApp call, otherwise your number will be blocked automatically. For brief information, you can only throw WhatsApp messages. For more information, every night between 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. according to Indian Standard Time, you can get information by doing a direct voice call to Complete Tantra Removal and Reiki Healing Specialist Tantric Mr. Harshad Katara at his given cell phone number, 8200119982. But keep one thing in mind, that you just have to make a voice call, not a WhatsApp video call or anything, otherwise your number will be blocked automatically. The facility of video calling on the private cell phone numbers of any of the three spiritual masters is only allowed for the clients with energy transfer or nearish practice or complete haunted house cleaning, who, with all due respect, will first have to take a personal appointment with channel operator and practice mastery guide, Mr. Ravish Kodial, through direct WhatsApp message at his given cell phone number, 9458165039. It is only after that video call can be successfully made, otherwise not. Information sent by the admin team of GVPI in the favor of all news seekers. Warning. 2021 Copyright Notice. I beware you. This post and all its contents are copyright of Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI. Using this video or post in any form without obtaining written permission from the Institute is an offense punishable by law, and the guilty will not be pardoned anyway. So, practice hard. Go ahead. Attain your goals faster than fast. And most importantly, have faith, because faith is fruitful. The world has sustained on faith. And yes, you can also contact us on the cell phone numbers given in the screen above or below in the description box to get free guidance related to yoga, meditation, tantra spell yantra royal, moral and vindictive practices by joining the International WhatsApp Sadhana group of Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI. Hope you all liked this video of ours. If you liked it, then like, share. Right, your precious comments are desperately welcome, and don't forget to hit the bell icon below to subscribe if you are new to the channel. We wish you all the very best throughout your spiritual journey. Have a nice day. Thank you. Peace out. Regards, Global Volunteer Practice Institute, GVPI.